You know, what we typically refer to as the Black freedom struggle is the civil rights movement that began, in earnest in the 1950s and gained a great deal of esteem and prowess in the 1960s. But really, the Black freedom struggle goes back much further than that. We don't think of the fact that as these blacks are being transported on slaving ships to the Americas, that they fought back at every turn that they could. There were mutinies on board these ships continuously. Crew members were attacked, and the enslaved people on the ships would try to turn the ships around and go back home to Africa. So really the Black freedom struggle began on the shores of West Africa, where people fought against their enslavement. And as we come to America and this slavery system develops, one of the techniques that blacks used to gain their freedom was to really prevent themselves and people within their community from doing certain things. So this is an example of what they would do. They would have slowdowns in work. They would purposely slow down the amount of work that they were doing, slow down the production of the work that they were doing, because they knew that would have an economic impact on the people who were the slave owners. And so that was one way of sending a message. Also, those blacks who had gained their freedom through manumission, or who had been brought to the country through some other nation and were free, they fought continuously to get laws changed that prevented other blacks from having the rights that everyone else in the country had. So you had the original abolitionists in America were actually blacks who were freed, trying to fight to free their brethren who were enslaved. And so that push within the black community has always been there. This freedom struggle has always been a part of the mindset of blacks in America, and even before they got to America. So it developed over the course of years to different organizations like the NAACP, the National Urban League, a variety of different organizations that wanted to continue that struggle to gain freedom and equality for blacks by changing laws, changing social customs. And so we still see movements like that in existence even to this day. This desire for blacks to live in a society where they aren't treated differently, where they have the freedom to be who they want to be. And so it's always been a part of blacks' experience in America, as this Black freedom struggle has been.